In August, the CRRC, which is a Chinese firm in Springfield responsible for building new MBTA orange and red line trains, was still working on an updated schedule. The project has faced several delays. Where does that stand right now, Phil?
Well, right now we have been in multiple discussions with CRRC, but we've been staying focused on the quality of the rolling stock. The cars that we've been receiving, both orange and red line cars, have been exceeding the contractual performance requirements. The contract requires 90,000 miles between failures. We've been getting over 132,000 miles.
Better quality.
So the quality is important. And that's important to the rider because that's safety, that's quality, and that's durability for us, right? But the production is that we're working on. We have 98 orange line cars on property. Because of that, we've been able to increase the number of orange line trains running, reducing the time between trains. We have 14 red line cars on property as well, and we're working with them to keep the production on orange line up and get red line moving.
To that production point, are the final orange line cars still expected in December of this year, which is what, weeks away?
No,
now?
That's scheduled, and I reported that at one of the board meetings that schedule is being reset. Not ready to come back with a schedule because we're working through with CRRC on staffing levels, improving of the production. We want them to stay focused on quality. But I will say this past October, we received one orange line pair, one red line pair. This November, we're expecting, again, to have 2 married pairs, which is actually consistent that we want to stay at. And then December as well, another 2 married pairs. And this will allow us to start setting the schedule for 2024 and beyond.
There is officially a new transportation secretary. Governor Healy has removed the acting title from Monica Tibbetts-Nutt's title. She's the transportation secretary. Now, she has said that MBTA funding from the legislature isn't enough. We talked about that at the top of the show, and that everything needs to be up for discussion. What are the lines of communication between the two of you? How often do you talk to each other?
Oh, they're very good. We talk regular every day. Whether it's in person, whether it's by phone, whether it's by text. It's that constant communication. Obviously, we need to be in concert with each other because whether it's mass transportation on my side, whether it's highways and bridges on the MassDOT side, obviously the Secretary of Transportation has been very supportive, and I value that relationship that we have.
You started this job 7 months ago. Are you happy?
I'm excited. I am. I am always very optimistic in terms of where we need to go. The challenges, despite the size of some of them, is what I think keeps me going.
You haven't been scared away from some of these challenges
now
that you've had a chance to look.
Right? Yeah.
No, I'm looking forward to bigger and better things. I know we have a lot of challenges, and I know we've made some commitments that are very aggressive. But you know what? Through hard work, through a team effort, we're rebuilding the organization, and I have a lot of confidence in the workforce that we have.
So would you rather rebuild the T or rebuild the Red Sox or the Patriots? Which one would you rather rebuild?
Well, I don't pick my teams as well. I root for them, but I think I'm better off sticking with the T.
Phil, it's great to have you in the chair. We appreciate it. Our thanks to the MBTA's General Manager, Phil Ing, for coming in this morning. Sunday Roundtable is next here on OTR. Teacher strikes are illegal in Massachusetts, as you know. Turns out they're also pretty successful. Does that mean we'll see more of them? We'll talk about that and more as we continue on the record this morning.